Hello guys, it's Aviation Lovers with Bonnie. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, I am going to address the issue of Kenya Airways, that is KQ. Yeah, why is Kenya Airways called KQ and not KA? So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Yeah, so uh, Kenya Airways or KQ was named in 1977 after the fallout between Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzanian aviation. So remember, the Kenya Airways originally was called East Africa Aviation (EAA). So East Africa Airways (EAA), and it was started by the British or the Britons in the year first January 1946. So it was created to facilitate easy movements between East Africa. Remember, East Africa was one region of British protectorate, like it was colonized by British. So they wanted to form this air mobility that will facilitate faster movements uh, between the East African states. So East Africa, in as far as it was three countries, which is Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania, it was still one territory, and the British control all of it, all that territory. Uh, After the partition of Africa, remember, Africa was colonized, and different European powers controlled different areas of Africa. So, for example, Central Africa was majorly controlled by Belgium. Yeah, Southern Africa, there was some also British majorly in that place. Northern Africa, there is French, there is although there was Arabs also. West Africa was majorly Arabic, and that's how they divided Africa. There were Italians and Germans also. Yeah. So East Africa Airways was formed, and it was to um have flights between Nairobi, which is the capital of Kenya, countries in no, sorry, cities or towns in Tanzania, which is Moshi, Arusha, Tanga, Dar es Salaam, and also to Zanzibar, which is the island, and to Uganda, Entebbe, majorly Entebbe in Uganda. And Kenya, it was in Eldoret, Kitale, Nairobi, Mombasa, and where have you. Yeah. So in 19, that's now in 1946. Now in 1958, and they operated from Eastleigh Air Base, which is now owned by the military. Yeah. And now in 1958, the Jomo Kenyatta Airport was formed. And things progressed that way smoothly until 1977 when there was a fallout, as I said, between Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. Yeah. So before the fallout, the three countries had their distinct roles. For example, Kenya was in charge of air navigation services. It was providing air navigation services. Uganda was providing training of aviation personnel, for example, pilots. They were being trained in Soroti, yeah, Uganda. And Tanzania was in charge of the management part of the aviation. So you can see how it was divided. Like aviation was really dependent on these three countries as one. Yeah, and there is this before the fallout in 1977, there is this Korean Airways, which was formed in 1969. So 1969 is before 1977. It's 8 years before 1977. And now, since it is Korean Airways, it was given the short form or the code KA by the International Air Transport Association. So International Air Transport Association is the one that gives codes, specific codes to airlines, and every airline has its own unique code. So in 1969, the KA code was given to Korean Airways, and now in 1977, now later, 8 years later, uh, after the fallout of East Africa Airways, Kenya Airways was formed. So to be in charge of to be the national carrier of Kenya. So Uganda formed its own, and Tanzania formed its own. And now, during the registration, Kenya Airways, it was realized that KA had already been assigned to Korean Airways, and now another code, arbitrary code, had to be developed, which is KQ. It had not been given to any airline, and now it was given to Kenya Airways. That's how Kenya Airways acquired the code KQ. So I hope now you can see how history came about. Yeah. So that is it. I hope you understand. That's a quick aviation fact, and I must explain that because we have to understand it. As aviation personnel, we have to know some facts in aviation, and it informs us, and also it enriches, like it's a rich history of aviation. Yeah. So thank you so much. Be blessed. Bye bye.